What is going on, guys? It is your boy Bio2k, and today, man, I'm going to be bringing you guys a video here talking about the best playbook and realistically the best offense you guys can run here in NBA 2K22 My Team. Now, obviously, yesterday we did see I don't even know what to call it. I'm going to say a rather interesting patch. We're just going to kind of go with that. And with that patch, we did actually see a big change to dribbling. Obviously, you can't, burst as much out of dribbles, but more importantly, you can't just spam the left and right cheese, which I'm actually okay with. I mean, a lot of people do feel different types of ways about it, but me personally, I like it. I think it's actually going to add a little bit more of what this game is supposed to be like, as far as, running different plays and running freelances and stuff like that. So I actually don't mind this, as much. But I will say this, that they actually just released another patch today. I don't know if it's still downloading, but I was just downloading it on next gen. So yeah, you guys can see here that it just updated again 1 minute ago. So there's been another update. I don't know what is going on or why there's so many updates, but yeah, they updated the game again. So hopefully, maybe, they reverted it back a little bit here. We're going to kind of figure this out. But like I said, we're going to be talking about the best offense you guys can run here. Now, I am going to be doing this on current gen, really just kind of talking about different things and different playbooks that I do like. There's a ton of different playbooks that I actually like using in this game. So you guys can see that you can actually still kind of move a little bit here, which I mean, I don't think is that bad. Of course, my meter is on for right now. But yeah, you guys can see, I mean, I still feel like you can move. I don't feel like it's as slow as people are making it out to be. I mean, I don't know. I know it's not as fast as it was yesterday or anything like that, but still, you're able to move with a lot of your different guards, and they're still able to cook up a little bit. You're still able to, get to the rim and stuff like that. So I don't really think it's, like I said, as slow as what people are making it out to be. I mean, they definitely slowed it down. You can't, like I said, it's just more like you can't just sit here and zigzag back and forth. Like I said, you can't just, you guys can see how slow it is. You'll get a little bit of a burst, but then it actually is a little bit slower, which I actually don't mind. Like I said, if somebody's just spamming that same move, I don't mind it as much, but I still feel like you are going to be able to get yourself open and whatnot with these dribble moves. But you guys can definitely see that there is definitely a change when it comes to the different dribbles. I need to turn my meter off. I don't know why I've been leaving it on this whole time. It's just I don't know. I a part of me wants to see if I can consistently green with meter on, but clearly I just can't. See, right there, you can get yourself a little bit of a burst. There is different animations where you can burst, and this is just Gary Payton. It's not like I'm using a top tier offensive point guard or anything. I could be using Curry, I could be using Penny, could be using John Wall maybe. I could be using these guys, but I mean, just being the judge, I didn't play it all yesterday, so being the judge of this, I mean, dribbling honestly feels fine. I think it's just a little bit slower. So with the dribbling being slower, though, like I said, a lot of people are going to be trying to find different offense and stuff like that. So the first tip I'm going to give you guys on offense is to go to your controller settings and turn vibration off and turn your meter off. If you guys don't know how to shoot without the meter, I promise you it takes maybe a half hour to learn. And when I say a half hour, it really doesn't even take that. It's just one of those things that as long as you're doing it in freestyle and you're just kind of picking up on when the different release timings are, you will be able to green consistently without your meter. And also, they already said in the beginning of this year that you do again get a boost with your meter being off, so it really does help out. Again, me personally, I do turn my vibration off as well. That's just something that I personally do. You can leave it on if you want to, but I do feel like shooting without vibration is a lot better. But again, that is all about, preference and everything like that. So you guys do what you will there. I'm going to be leaving it off though, but I do really recommend that you guys do leave your shot meter off. It is just definitely the best thing that you guys could do. Now, getting into, again, the different playbooks and stuff like that you guys are going to want to look into. Online, it doesn't matter whether you're on current gen or next gen. Online, my personal favorite playbook that you guys are going to go ahead and run is going to be the 2013 Miami Heat playbook. This playbook is super good with a bunch of different three-point plays and everything like that. I have a full-blown tutorial on my channel of this Heat playbook. I'm going to show you guys some of the plays though, right now. Starting off with the 2013 Miami Heat playbook, I'm going to show you guys everything that I all the plays in this playbook. Everything I show you guys is going to be on current gen. I had a bunch of people under the tutorial video say, oh, they're not on current gen. They're not on current gen. They are on current gen. I'm staring at the plays right now. Every playbook I show you in this video is going to be done on current gen because I know for a fact that they are on next gen as well, being that is what I play. So Getting into this playbook here, just some good plays that I think you guys should look to run. Quick 3 rip floppy is a really good one that gives you a dual 3-point look that, you obviously could attack either side. Another good one is quick 4 horns flare. Back in 2K18, this is by far the best play that I think you could run. You could literally spam this play over and over and over again, and you would be getting that dual look of either a slam in the paint with your point guard, or, I mean, obviously if you run it through your shooting guard, you could do that as well. But also, you would always have your power forward, popping back to the 3-point line for a nice little wide open 3. That was always a really good one as well. Now back into that playbook tutorial again, I show a bunch of different plays that do really work. This play is a little weird, but I do think that this play could have some success online depending on where your opponent is off balling. Again, this playbook is really good because it does have a lot of motion and a lot of movement with your team, and because of that, people that do off ball, they're going to be leaving people wide open, and that could really help you guys out, especially if they're sitting there trying to off ball in the paint or whatever. They could get stuck on some random player, and then your player could be getting wide open before you even know what's going on. Quick 32 box flare is another really good play because, again, you guys see it is a multiple three-point look option. I really do like this play as well because, again, it is kind of the same thing where if you're cutting down that side with your PG, most of the time that shooting guard's defender is going to drop down low to try to stop you, which would leave the shooting guard wide open. I do really like that play as well. Give 52 motion, again, is another play I like to run because, again, you guys can see there's a ton of motion on the court. Just that initial break of all the players running around, you could really look to create some offense. If you run this play and then run a pick and roll out of it, again, you're going to be getting some good looks that people are not going to be expecting. Now, a lot of other plays in this, again, there is a lot of, again, just overall motion of your team. But the thing is, you guys got to understand with this playbook, you guys have to make the right read. And not only that, you can't just do what the play shows. You also have to kind of, branch out and kind of figure out what kind of offense you're going to run, through some of these different plays. Another really good one is punch flare rip. This has been a good play since 2K19, I believe, where, again, you guys see that initial pass, you get your PG wide open, and most of the time they get stuck on that power forward. Now, what I like doing with this play too is that you can run this play and then also attack the rim with your center, because a lot of the time people try to off ball the play and they don't pay attention to the fact that you're going to be getting a good lane to the rim as well. So I would pay attention to that. But again, there's a lot of really good plays in this playbook that you guys definitely should be paying attention to. Again, a lot of movement, a lot of 3-point looks, and a lot of chances to screw up your opponent when they're just off balling in the paint. The next playbook we're going to be talking about is going to be the current day Trailblazers playbook. It is the only gold playbook that the Blazers do have. So you guys can see the other two here. It is the gold Blazers playbook. That is going to be the one we're going to be talking about next. Now, this playbook is something that I feel like is super underrated in this game. And honestly, I forgot how good these plays really are. And I'm almost willing to change my answer because, again, depending on what your playstyle is, if you guys are a really heavy, like, 3-point shooter and everything like that, and you guys are looking for 3-point plays, 2013 Heat may be the best one. But for overall movement and for overall just the ability to attack people that are just sitting there off-balling in the paint, this playbook might be even better because I've been scrolling through some of these plays and I actually really like them. To start off, I mean, quick 21 rip, you guys can see, like, already we're getting some decent movement going on. You get your PG cut into the rim. Cool. Quick 21 back. Again, same thing, a lot of different movement or whatever. I think this is a really good one as well. Quick delay slip. This is going to be really good because I feel like that little cut right there from the small forward is going to throw a lot of people off, especially if somebody's going to try to jump the lane thinking that, like, the small forward is going to be coming up. They're going to be cutting to the rim and they're going to be getting wide open. Quick 21 chest is another good one. Again, you can make that skip pass over to your small forward, but you also have your shooting guard coming up, as well as the ability to, again, create a different look, maybe running a high pick and roll with your center from right here, and that could create a different style of offense. Quick 21 backdoor is really good, again, because this is something that, a lot of people do, is where they just sit in the corner with their, shooting guard, with their small forward, like whatever. They always just sit corner, right? That's all people know how to do. So plays like this are going to be really good because, again, they're going to be thinking you're either going to be handing the ball off or you're going to be looking for a high 3-point look, and then boom, your shooting guard's cutting to the rim and then throwing them off just like that. Now, again, you guys can see there is tons of movement with these plays, and that is what I think you guys need to focus on with these different plays because, again, people just sit there and off ball. Now, if you can get them stuck, this is going to be really good. Quick 12 loop is another really good play. You guys can see here, your shooting guard's looping all the way around the court to get that wide open corner three. Now, with the way it works online, you guys can see there's going to be 6 bodies in the way because you have your small forward, third defender, you have your center, third defender, and then you have your power forward and third defender all in the way. So that shooting guard's defender is like almost 100% going to get stuck at some point running this play. Quick 15 flare, again, another good amount of movement here. You guys can see that, you know, you're going to be getting that wide open, or I don't want to say wide open, but you're going to be getting that corner look. On second thought, I don't really like that play too much, but mainly what you guys want to do is, again, look for these plays that do have a lot of off-ball movement. And on top of that, again, a lot of ball movement here. You guys can see give 32 angle. This is a lot of handoffs going on, which again, get players stuck. So if you guys are playing on next gen, if you're playing on current gen, this is really going to help you guys out. Give 14 pitch, nice quality look, maybe at the top of the key right there for your power forward right out the gate. Again, they could be getting stuck on your shooting guard or center. There's obviously ways to, you know, again, freestyle these plays in a way where, you know, you may see a different look and be able to take advantage of that. Because again, people, when they just sit there and off ball, they try to make certain reads and they try to play certain lanes. This I could see being good for some lobs, right? You know, you fake it or you hand the ball off here, boom, you throw the lob up to your center right there. There's just a lot of good plays that I think are going to be really good for countering off ball. At the end of the day, there is a ton of different good playbooks though in this game that you guys can run. And again, it doesn't matter whether you're on current gen or next gen. I highly recommend that you guys take the time and just go through some of these playbooks, go into a rookie dom game, and then just, you know, experiment with different plays and see what motions you like and everything like that. Some other playbooks that I think you guys should look into, again, is the Bucks playbook. They do have a lot of ISO plays that obviously are more for 5 outing, but there are some good 3-point plays in there as well. Now, the other 2 playbooks that I'm highly going to recommend for you guys is the Hornets playbook. The Hornets playbook does have a good amount of 3-point plays as well as a lot of like high screens and stuff like that that will lead to some good like looks in the paint, but also some good looks on that 3-point line. And then finally, we do have the Indiana Pacers playbook. This is a playbook that I've been trying to experiment with a little bit, trying to see some different looks that you could potentially be getting. But again, I highly recommend you guys just take the time, go through these different playbooks. I mean, I could see the Rockets having some good plays, the Spurs maybe having good plays, possibly even the Suns. You know, there's just a ton of different playbooks that, again, I recommend using. You know, there's more to this game than just high, you know, ISOing and 5 out, spamming pick and rolls and stuff like that. Like, there's definitely more to it that I highly recommend you guys do. So I'm going to show you guys some freelances and then wrap up the video after that. I know there is the typical freelances that people like to run, being the Bucks 2018, Hawks 2018, Denver 18, stuff like that. But there's 2 other freelances that I think are going to be typically the best in this game as of this moment. The first one is going to be the 21 delay freelance. The reason why is you guys can see it actually sets up a 5 out, but the best thing about this is that it actually favors that high pick and roll. You guys can see the 1 and the 5 are next to each other, and it literally even says best for guards who excel in pick and roll. It's just going to be one of those things that really does help out. You guys can see a lot of this other stuff really isn't all that good. The only other one, like I said, that I would recommend running is the Warriors freelance, because what actually ends up happening is it's really good for your corners. They drop down, they set screens, and then most of the time it's your shooting guard and your small forward that get the screens, and then they come running up for wide open threes. But at the same time as they're doing that, you're going to be able to kind of ISO in a way and get yourself some wide open looks in the paint as well. So it's really just good for, you know, multiple looks at either a 3 or a wide open dunk in the paint. I hope this video does help you guys out, even if it is a little bit. I hope this video does give you guys a good understanding about different ways to run your offense and different playbooks that you guys should be running and freelances and all that sort of fun stuff. Now, again, when it comes to your lineup, I know this lineup obviously looks insane, but I'm telling you guys right now too, you guys can literally run some really good budget lineups in this game and have a lot of good success to them. I mean, I've shown this plenty of times, man. There is so many good cards in this game that can help you really be successful. I mean, there's just a ton of good budget cards. And again, at this point, I mean, I do want to say, like, I mean, I know somebody's probably going to get like offended or one way or another, but there are so many good budget cards, like I said, that there's so much time that there's really no excuse for not having, you know, like a solid team one way or another. Like, there's just so many good cards, again, that, you know, I just don't know what to say. I mean, like, I feel like everybody at this point should have relatively a solid team, especially if you've been playing since the beginning. But I mean, if you guys don't, it's not too late to just build up a good budget team. I mean, again, there's a ton of rubies that you guys can use. OJ Mayo, Poku, Wang, Wiseman, Mike Muscala is actually a really good underrated card. Jay Crowder, Sadiq Bey, Derrick Rose, Jordan Clarkson. Like, there's just a ton of good cards. So make sure you guys are paying attention to that and just building up some good teams and stuff like that. I deleted the wrong team. You hate to see it. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. Be sure to kill that like button. Go check out the Season of Giving video. And yeah, peace.